Hello and welcome to Fresh Face One Shots. My name is Joey.
And I'm Jacob, and I'm happy you got the intro right this time.
Hey. Life is tough right now, Jacob.
It is. However, when you mess up the intro, I can't help but laugh.
Okay, well, look, I can only introduce so many of these things, and you can only screw up so many podcast intros on the very few occasions where you have to do them.
This is true. I have a 50-50 track record. I think.
I think it's worse than 50-50.
25-75 against?
Probably. I'm gonna go scour the ones that you've had introduced.
I've done it at least. Look, I know I've done it well at least once. I know I nailed it for the Sandman episode.
Oh, you did, and of course it would be on the Sandman one, the one that nobody's gonna want to go back and watch. Oh god. Anyway, today we're here with another Marvel DC crossover. This is Spider-Man Superman #1, and I have an opinion that
this is the weakest one?
Yeah.
You
know what? Loved the main story. The main story, really fucking good.
I think...
What's up?
I think it's a Marvel problem. I
Might be.
I feel like with the backups, just on the whole, you can see all of these writers, and they are very good writers. Like,
we got fucking Jeff Johns in here.
You got Jeff Johns in here. Stephanie Phillips is writing one.
Yeah,
and it's
great. And to be fair, these aren't actively bad stories. I would say my problem with most of these stories is that they are kind of just a concept, and they can't really develop much beyond that. That's kind of my problem.
I do think there's one or two of them that get a little bit beyond the concept.
A little bit, and we'll get into those.
I know Dan Slott is a controversial figure. I don't know why. I
think it's mostly his online presence. I think he did some somewhat dodgy things in the online forums, I believe, with alternate identities. I think that's what I've heard in the past. I think. Anyway, but
I liked his story. I just love to see Louise Simonson writing again.
Of course. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, let's get into those in a moment. Let's talk about the main story first. So here we go. This is our Kryptonite. I really like this main story. We got Brad Meltzer writing this with Pepe Larraz on art. Very cool story. I was a big fan of this. I liked the whole "why do you do it" conversation that kind of opens this. I like that this was a Spider-Man Superman crossover that was not about the villains they were fighting. The villains they were fighting were some pretty heavy hitters. We had Green Goblin and Lex Luthor. But
certainly, at one point, Venom,
Venom taking over Superman, which is a very fun concept. And
I think Larraz in that 2-page spread especially has a lot of fun plucking the Spider-Man and Superman villains that largely have had influences on each other historically. Because let's be honest, one of the things about comic book is that and really anything creative, two incredibly similar ideas can pop up at the same time and get wildly popular independently of each other.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Beach Boys Beatles thing, you know. It's like, yeah, sure, they were technically rivals, but they exist to better each other, you know. They inspired each other, you know. It's yeah. So yeah, the choice of villains there is very fun. I like the first off. I love a classic. I love a classic replication of an old of a classic iconic Spider-Man moment with the Superman and Spider-Man trapped underneath the rubble here. Very cool. But again, the conversation. I like the whole "why do you do what you do?" The whole guilt conversation that sort of leads into the end of this story.
I also just love how Peter and Clark's personalities really do shine through. There's a lot here of Peter using the quips to mask his own nervousness.
Something I do also really like is that there's something really cool in the title page at the end of our Kryptonite, which it says, celebrating 50 years since their first meeting, Marvel Comics and DC Comics proudly present our Kryptonite. There's also a great little dedication for Jerry, Joe, Steve, and Stan, who still teaches how to put good in the world, which I also love as well. But I like that, something that has always been apparent through the way that all of the writers on both this crossover and the previous one there's this idea that like you don't have to do the Batman Deadpool thing of these characters meeting each other and it being weird. Like Clark Kent and Peter Parker are buddies, and they're gonna go out there and do superhero shit together and be Spider-Man and Superman, and they're gonna be each other's families, and it's gonna be really sweet because they're really wholesome together. And you can just get on with the story and do a pretty emotional beat at the end here that I really, really enjoy. The action itself is fine throughout the story. You got I like a little Superman thunderclap to disperse the Venom symbiote. I like that a lot.
I love the design of the Venom symbiote. Like it's
yeah.
That's a good design. It's a.
I also just love the way Lavaracer draws Spider-Man specifically. I'm not sure how much Lavaracer has drawn Spider-Man before, but got a knack for it. There's some great poses here that I really, really enjoy.
Great use of shading in particular, especially on Spider-Man. Like, Spider-Man is a character who you really got to shade correctly. Like, there's a reason certain classic Spider-Man art falls flat for me, and that's because certain artist at some point stopped a lot of his shading when he shouldn't have.
Now, Jacob, you would not be disparaging someone that is.
I'm not going to say the name.
Someone that is given a special thanks section in this very issue, Jacob. You wouldn't be doing that.
I'm not going to say. I'm not going to confirm nor deny that.
But no, I really like this. I get that these stories always exist in a sort of amorphous, like, oh yeah, no, we're not dealing with the current continuity of either of these characters. So we've got all of our Kents and Parkers alive that need to be alive at this moment, and some wild design for Green Goblin going on here. I haven't read current Spider-Man comics in a while. I'm not sure if this is current or not. This is insane. Yeah, crazy stuff. Great action.
I just think it's just because it's just kind of a riff on the classic design. Honestly, like.
Yeah,
I think that's just what it's doing.
Is it doing that, but also mixing it with the Power Ranger look of the Willem Dafoe version?
Probably.
That's probably the intent.
I'll also say, I would also just like to say, I think what's interesting is that, like, if you look back at the original Superman Spider-Man crossover that was from 50 years ago, it doesn't do universes colliding. I think we have this problem where we have the Marvel Universe and the DC Universe and the X Universe. Like, sometimes you're just a story in a world. Sometimes other characters will show up. Sometimes they won't.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
And oftentimes, kids can get together and mix up their toys, and they can put the Marvel and the DC ones together and say, hey, what would happen if Superman met Spider-Man? And that's what these often feel like. And that's cool. There doesn't need to be a reason. I like the little emotional beat at the end here with visiting Ben Parker's grave. I like, once again, continuing that conversation of why they do what they do. I like the meeting of the Kents with Aunt May here. That's very sweet. And yeah, just a great time all around. Very fun stuff. Great story. I think I did prefer this to the Superman Spider-Man main story. I thought this was really great. Nothing has held a candle to the Deadpool Batman story, though. The Grant Morrison one that has been easily the best main story of all four of these so far.
That's Grant Morrison being Grant Morrison.
That's just Grant Morrison. All right, so we have the backups here. We have Metropolis Marvels by Dan Slott with art by Marcus Martin. It's the 1940s thing. It's the Golden Age idea. It's the let's have a Golden Age Superman meet Spider-Man Noir. Fun stuff.
Also, if Lex Luthor and Kingpin were the same person, I like that. Also, let's be honest, it's the art that sells this thing.
Yeah.
Marcus Martin. Cool. And Monza Vicente, who's doing the colors.
Mm-hmm. It's got a very almost Frank Quitely like quality to it.
I was gonna say it feels like a little bit like Quitely, like very 1940s. Oddly enough, almost Fleischer-ish in terms of. I also love that we get to do Superman doing the Amazing Fantasy 15 cover.
Yes, I'm just gonna call that out. I really, really love that with Kingpin Lex Luthor.
It's
very fun.
It works because it's quite simple and like is a setting and there's a concept and it knows how to fill the 6 pages.
Yeah. We then have Sweethearts by Joe Kelly with art by Humberto Ramos. This is the Lana Lang Gwen Stacy one. Just a play on the Lois Lane MJ one from last time, but it's a fun little one. It imagines them specifically meeting in school together and them talking about their respective relationships to Clark Kent and Peter Parker, and there's some fun art here. I especially like the art. It's fine. A lot of these are just concept though, aren't they? I
think this one is especially concept because, and I think some of the problem is, and I don't think it's a problem. I think it's a matter of Gwen Stacy and Lana Lang are characters that you think would fit together on paper, but they don't. Like,
there's also the shared common ground of being the secondary love interests.
Yeah, secondary love interests. So here's the thing. I also think like Lana Lang. I think Kelly is trying to draw on Smallville, like the show Smallville.
I can see that. Yeah.
But also it's the terrible problem of Gwen Stacy as a character was, from what I've read, flat. Kind of like flat is kind of there, and is launched into eternal status, and is essentially defined by her own death.
Yeah,
and I can understand why Kelly shouldn't, and I'm glad he doesn't bring up the death of Gwen Stacy. But it means the story just
the temptation is always strong. But also, Gwen Stacy is also a character that shines so much more as Spider-Gwen, which you do get to see even more later on in this issue. I think this is into Identity War by Jeff Johns, art by Gary Frank. It's a dream team we got on this one, and definitely one of the stronger stories of this particular issue.
I think this is one of the ones where they were just like, okay, Jeff, you can do what you want. You can have whatever characters you want.
Yeah, this is not a Superman Spider-Man crossover. This is just a Ben Grimm story. This is
this is not the Thing, and I like the Thing.
Yeah, I love Ben Grimm. Gotta love.
I also Gary Frank draws these characters like a mid-2000s Marvel book.
Yes, and it really works. I really enjoy it. Gary Frank, have you read anything drawn by Gary Frank before? I forget.
We have Shazam.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did do Shazam. That is correct.
Shazam was Frank.
Yes.
Shazam was Frank.
Longtime Jeff Johns collaborator, Gary Frank. Does a great job just kind of replicating that style and very much writing this as a Marvel comic in the same era where Jeff Johns was the superstar of DC. Very interesting stuff. And also, just the joy of the Thing putting together this mystery involving Mysterio. Very cool stuff.
Also, it's like how many of these characters can I fit into this story? Like,
yeah,
a lot. You get the entire Legion of Superheroes. You get Jessica Drew. Is that Dazzler? I think that's
let's see. Who were you talking about here?
No, it's Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger, I think. So I'm thinking.
Oh yes, you're correct. You're correct.
Second page. I saw the white, and my brain went like the white dress, and my brain went.
Yeah.
No, should not have.
She's got her face painted. It's you get Cloak and Dagger here. I
love this idea of Superman being able to calm the Hulk.
Yes, very cool.
Connor Kent in that stupid T-shirt punching the Blob.
Yep.
Like,
it's a great T-shirt. What are you talking about?
I like the fuck-ass 90s costume of Connor Kent. That is the best Connor Kent costume.
That's fair as well. That's fair as well. I also love the little note this one ends on with Ben and Bruce together. Clark sort of leading them to just actually actually talk to one another. It's nice when characters talk like people to one another. I'm only saying this because this is the Marvel half of the event, and I don't know, perhaps if I could just reach somebody over at Marvel Editorial. I'm right here. I can talk to you. If you need to talk, I can talk to you right now if you would like. I can do that.
I'm trying to figure out which Marvel decision this that you're mad at for this one, because there's.
I'm always mad at Marvel editorial. That's my secret, Jacob. I'm always mad at Marvel editorial.
Look. If you get that talk, can you can you advocate for them to keep shit in print, please?
Yeah. That is priority number 1. Anyway,
priority number 1 should be. We undo one more day, and we allow Peter Parker to evolve as a character.
Is that more important than reprints? Is that more important than reprints? Do we think?
It might actually make the Spider-Man book sell better, and not.
Anyway, next up we have Ghosting. Louis Simonson. Louis Simonson is here. That's very cool. We've got Todd Knock on the art. It is Steel versus the Hobgoblin. Insane. Absolutely insane crossover.
Insane. I mean, its characters Louise Simonson, I think, created, right? I think she created Hobgoblin.
Yeah. With an appearance by Thor at the end.
Well, yeah, because she and mainly Walt Simonson, her husband, had the massively iconic Thor run. I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Amazing. I love this. Just I don't know, Louis Simonson, you keep doing your thing. It's so fucking cool. You're so cool.
It is a shame that the only Simonson we've really read for the podcast has been Death of Superman, because that Superman's great, and she's great, but she's an author for that. I hate to say it, sometimes slips under people's radar. I wonder why.
Well, she was a star at the same time as Dan Jurgens, and Dan Jurgens, for good reason, came out on top. But I don't know. It would be nice if they were spoken of in the same breath. All right. Next up, we have Remarkable by Stephanie Phillips and Phil Noto. This is our Spider-Gwen and Supergirl crossover.
So this is my first exposure to comics.
I was going to say, this is my first ever Spider-Gwen. Oh my god.
I know you love that initial run. And I don't know if he's... It's one of the few things that my friend Will has read or is really interested in reading. I do love the Spider-Verse movies, though.
Hey, a great exposure to her character. Also got Livewire in this. That's a lot of fun as a common villain for them to take on. Very fun. And I also like just the banter between them. I like the little note that's left for Supergirl in the end. Left for Spider-Man in the end.
Stephanie Phillips does a lot with not a whole lot. He's doing a lot.
Yeah. Speaking of really underrated writers right now, Stephanie Phillips is one of them. She's fucking awesome. Have you yes. You have done
TikTok.
Yes. Yes, she's the best. Oh my god. Fuck yeah.
TikTok has come across my For You page and a lot.
Mm-hmm. She has a lot of cool writing advice on there, and stuff about the industry, and just talking about the stuff she's written. It's very cool. Her first issue of her Daredevil was very good. I do issue 2. All right. Next up, we have The One Thing by our Lord and Savior Brian Michael Bendis, with Sarah Kelly on the art. We've got Bendis. Jacob, here's your I guess also your first comic, Miles Morales.
Miles.
Yeah. By the creator.
By the creator.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm kind of disappointed sometimes at how few of these stories feature other versions of Superman. I'm once again lamenting that John Kent is 100% absent from this crossover.
Oh my god, yeah, why?
As well. What are we doing here? Insane.
Why?
This would be a prime opportunity to do John Kent. I get
Connor is a cameo for one panel in one story.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Didn't we at least had Connor last crossover, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't have John at all.
Yeah. Where is he? Where's my boy? This hurts me. This hurts me on a personal level. Whatever. The story itself is, I don't know, fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
We
got a Dormammu and Brainiac crossover, so that's kind of fun. Wait, Jacob, do you know who? You don't know who Dormammu is?
I know he's the big Doctor Strange villain.
He's the big Doctor Strange guy. Yeah, you've never either read in Doctor Strange, which is fine, whatever. We've also never seen Doctor Strange, which still blows my mind. What are you doing here?
Anyway. A lot, and you know that I'm doing a lot.
You could do less.
I could do less.
You could do less. Next up, we have The Wondrous and the Worthy by our boy Jason Aaron.
Aaron,
Russell Dodderman on art. We've got a fucking Jane Foster and Wonder Woman crossover here.
I wish. You know what? Can we call Jason Aaron and have him make a sequel to this as the next DC Marvel crossover?
Yeah, I'm mad. This is one of the shorter ones. This is only 5 pages. 5 pages. Like.
Also, can someone put Jason Aaron on Wonder Woman? Like,
yes. Oh my god.
I would like that. I would really like that.
Pretty great at it. Not that, of course, I dislike Tom King or anything. But yeah, no, I would love to see a Jason Aaron Thor run, or Wonder Woman run.
Wonder Woman run.
Yes, I would love to see more Jason Aaron Thor. Yes, absolutely. No, this is great. This is a great story. I really enjoyed this. Good stuff. I love the final splash page we get of all of these heroes together. Very fun. Did you see the variant for this crossover that Russell Dodderman did?
I did not.
It's so nice. It's Jane, Diana, Clark, and Peter all together on the same cover. It's very cool. It's a great cover. I actually got the cover because my brother got the copy of it. I got that variant for him. It's good stuff. Anyway, final story today. One of Those Days by Jeff Loeb. Man, fuck. Every time you think Jeff Loeb has lost it. This is just a perfect little 2-page story. I love this.
Yeah.
We got Jim Chung on art. I don't know. I like fallible superheroes. I know you've always got you've always got the Superman as a Paragon thing, but like Superman can have rough days too.
Paragon doesn't mean he doesn't have emotions, Joey.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'm aware he does the right thing, and he's my boy.
It's great. Great stuff.
But if we're gonna keep having Jeff Loeb write things, I think having him doing shorter work might be for the best. He seems to excel when he's doing shorter work and not given 12 issues of an ongoing title that gets heavily delayed, quote unquote, because of Jim Lee. Sure,
I think but here's the thing: Jim Lee has actually spoken about this in interviews recently, and we know for a fact that it is actually Jim Lee.
And that's what happened with All-Star Batman and Robin too.
Look, Jim Lee, I love you, and you don't need to overwork yourself. And I respect that and all, but maybe just don't take the mark in the first place.
Buddy, maybe your art style takes a long time to do, and I get it. I totally get it. But
it's fucking great. It's great art. You can't argue with that.
Maybe just limit yourself to 6-issue series.
Yeah,
or the occasional annual.
Even then, that might take a while.
I am trying to. Because he's also running DC, because he's He's editor,
and the man has a life as well. Jim Lee is allowed to breathe. All right. On that note, if there's nothing else you take from this review, just know that Jim Lee is a man that is allowed to breathe. All right. I guess that does it for us today. Thank you all so much for watching this today. If you enjoyed this, check out other Fresh Face one-shots we do. We cover Superman by Joshua Williamson, Wonder Woman by Tom King, Batman by Matt Fraction, Uncanny X-Men by Gail Simone, and of course, this and other crossovers from DC Marvel. I'm assuming there are going to be more. These have done rather well.
If we get two of these a year, like they've been doing, like one from DC, one from Marvel. And they've been reprinting past crossovers, I think Wonder Woman should absolutely be the star of the next one for DC. Yes, please.
I'm just not sure who to pair her up with for Marvel. I guess Thor would be the way to go potentially. Captain America, if I'm looking back to the first Batman Deadpool crossover, that's a possibility because I like that. That's a possibility. I like that. I don't know. We'll see. Here's to more, hopefully. But we've covered also all of the previous Marvel DC crossovers of the past year. So check those out. Those are in a special little playlist on the channel. Check all that out. Also, there's the main podcast, Fresh Face Comics. At the time of releasing, we're probably between episodes right now, between Injustice Year 1 and next episode is Dark Knights of Steel. Things on the channel are kind of in flux right now. I'm not sure when this video will come out. I'm not sure when other things are coming out in relation to it. Just be on the lookout for things. There will be updates.
Joey's been having some personal life issues.
There will be updates when I'm able to give updates. Otherwise, there's our Patreon, patreon.com/Studios. You can get all kinds of fun things there, like Star Trek reviews, exclusive Star Trek commentaries, fresh-faced extras, bad movie commentaries. If you're not in any of that, although there is so much of it, you can just join the $1 a month general support tier. It's the cadet tier. It's only $1 a month. It'll get your name down below on every video we put out. People see your name in there, see you're a cool person, and they will want to be a cool person too, and they will join the Patreon. That is exactly how it goes. Otherwise, our socials are down there. Our link trees are below. You can follow everyone. Follow us. Until next time, this has been Joey Morgan
and Jacob Licklider.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.